Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be making some tiny art cards. They're going to be 3 by 3 inches, and I think there's a specific name for them. I came across it a while ago, but I've completely forgotten what it is and I can't find what they're called. So they are 3 by 3 inches, like I said. I don't know, usually I sort of do, if I'm doing something like that, it'll be the ATCs, 2.5 by 3.5 inches, but these look really nice, they're square. So I'm going to do like a whole piece first and then cut them up, which I quite like doing it that way because you never know exactly what's going to go where, which I quite like. So I'm using watercolour paper from Winsor & Newton, 300 GSM, A4 size. And I've got some new paints, so I really needed a new palette and some paints. These are Dale Rowney paints. I usually use Winsor & Newton if I'm not using Kuretake. But anyway, yeah, I've used Dale Rowney before. I've got some Posca pens, black, white, silver and gold. And then paintbrushes. So what I thought I was going to do today is like a layered piece, because I was looking for a book for my class the other day and came across Princess and the Pea. And I was just looking at the mattresses and I was thinking, oh yeah, I quite like that layered effect. I'm thinking about an abstract piece. So that's kind of what I'm being inspired by today. And I'm feeling kind of already pinky colours. So we'll see how it turns out. I do need to get a new paintbrush actually, because I lost my really good one and quite miss it, to be honest. I think it was a Dale Rowney one, but I do need to get another. So yeah, I'm not thinking too much about the colours I'm putting down. I'm just using all the reds. If I was doing another type of painting, I guess I probably wouldn't use the vermilion. It's quite orangey, but it does actually go really well. As you can see later on, I think it looks okay. But yeah, you do need to think carefully. You can't just use all the reds necessarily, because you've got your pinky reds and you've got your orangey reds. They don't necessarily go, but in this case it is fine. As you can see, I'm not doing perfectly straight lines at all. Some are quite curvy and some sort of run into each other, and that's fine. That's the look that I'm after. You can get more colours that way as well. And so I'm just pulling the tape off here. I only did a very narrow edge. I just wanted to hold the paper down. All that has buckled a bit anyway. But yeah, I didn't need a white border for this. So just pulling the tape off. And then I start with the doodling. So I mainly do white and gold at first, and a bit of black as well. And as I'm doodling, I'm just kind of sticking to the colours and the lines that the colours have made. So sometimes I go right the way across, other times I might stop halfway, and then if the colours kind of go off in different directions, I've done the same with the doodles as well. So this bit here, I am just following the shapes that the paint's made. I don't know if you can see it too well, but they're kind of just little sort of blobby shapes. So I'm using the gold Posca pen now and just carrying on with the doodles. I think it looks quite good over the orangey red actually. So the type of doodles I'm doing, just the ones that I always do on any kind of abstract doodle art. So I'm using the black Posca pen now. It's the same size nib as the others, but I think I was using a like a, what's it called, a pin tip nib, I think. The others are bullet point nibs. I think they're both 0.7. I think perhaps later on I do some black doodles that I think perhaps a bit too heavy, but yeah, generally I think the black does go, just maybe shouldn't have done it quite so big. I think it's this one that I'm doing now. So I've cut out a bit of card 3x3, and this is just a way of working out what looks good through the viewfinder, I guess. And yeah, I'm just sort of placing it in different positions. I've got one for ATCs as well, which is 2.5 by 3.5 inches. I perhaps wasn't as creative as I could have been with this because I tried to fit 6 on, so there's not too many positions I could have put it in, but if I'd say done only 3, I could have moved it around a bit more. So now I'm just using a corner punch. I went for the middle size, so I think it just gives a nice rounded edge, gives a good finish to the cards. So these are the finished pieces, and obviously you can put them any way up you like. But I think they're really cute, aren't they? Make quite good coasters or something, or you could just put them together on a bit of canvas or a board or something to make one big bit of art. Or you can put them on a greeting card, anything really. But yeah, it was good fun doing these anyway. So I'll show you them individually closer up at the end. See you next time.